There are a lot of scary rides, but which ones are spooky? Let's find out on this episode of Parkgoers Go. Welcome to Parkgoers Go, your go-to podcast for all things spooky parks. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Logan.
I'm your other host, Nate.
What?
Oh, I'm your other host, Nate.
And I am your ghoulish guide, Dustin.
Oh gosh. All right. This spooky episode, we're going to be talking about spooky attractions. Yeah. So for this episode, we all decided to get our 3 personal top favorite spooky attractions from any park and tell you about them and then talk about them. Maybe argue and fight for whose opinion is the rightest.
It's called debating, but yeah.
No, I think it's fighting. Okay, well, who wants to go first? How do we want to do it? Do we want to do like
youngest to oldest?
What?
Youngest to oldest.
You can just say you wanted to go last.
Yes.
So we're going to do all 3. Like, I will list all 3 of mine.
Or should we do like everyone does the third, and then everyone does the second, and then the top?
Oh, that could be interesting.
Let's do that way.
So I guess it's the most spookiest to least spookiest, right?
So what's your, out of their top 3, what is your number 3? And then we'll go around, talk about them.
But there are a couple of rules when it comes to our picks. Number 1, they have to be spooky, as in not just scary, but spooky.
Ah, yes. Thank you for clarifying.
Like Tower of Terror is spooky, but Guardians of the Galaxy is not spooky. Does that make sense? Like the drop tower can be scary to some people, but it's, mainly about theming. Now it can be interpreted as scary, as in, this isn't a good example, but if you found as a child Small World to be scary, then
is pretty spooky.
You can argue your case. Yeah. And it can be overlays. It can be parts of a ride too, but then just say the whole ride in general. And just have fun with it, you guys.
Yes! All right. So what we're going to do is, how would you say that? We're going to share out our least spookiest.
The least of the top spookiest
attractions. The least of the top 3.
The lowest in spooky level.
Yeah, the lowest spookiest attraction on our spookiest scale. So, and then Dustin, for some reason, wants to do youngest to oldest because he wants to go last. And I'm the youngest by a month. But anyway, all right. So my spooky ride is one that is no longer with us. Ooh, even more spooky.
Contacting from the beyond.
It's a ghost.
Yeah. Well, it's not with us here anyway in the States, but it is still alive in Japan.
Okay. I don't know which one this is.
Oh, good. Don't look down then. And then, you know what? Let's make a little game out of this. It is...
Wait, don't look down. I know what it is. Is that a hint?
No, I had my phone on the table. I didn't want him to look at it.
It was Splash Mountain.
No, but there is water.
Water in Japan that's spooky?
Yep. Non-Disney Sea.
Are we doing hints?
I always think of Disney Sea. Well, I'm trying to figure out what he's talking
about.
Well,
I'm giving them to you now.
I don't know what
this water. It's spooky. Oh. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
No.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one,
Think about that.
Neither did I. I wasn't thinking international. when I made this list.
I'm adding that to my honorable mentions because I didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna add that to mine too.
I feel like we're honorably mentioning it right now.
No, for later we save them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna change my list. I'm gonna keep my list as is. But that is definitely on the top of the honorable mentions.
So it has to do with water. It's
Yep.
no longer in the States, but it is overseas,
Yep.
I really don't
specifically in Japan.
Yes.
know. I'm guessing it's a boat ride.
There is a boat. Yep. Yeah, it is a boat ride. Think nails on chalkboard.
That's not helping me.
It should.
Now it's on chalkboard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. No, I just think of that at the beginning of Big Thunder Mountain with all the bats.
No.
That's the only one I can think of.
Can you give us another hint?
Now it's on Jaws. Is it Jaws?
Yeah, it is.
Ah, there's that scene from Jaws.
I kept thinking Disney.
That's good.
Yeah, Jaws, the ride. Because when it was in the States, I was pretty young when it was still here, and it was terrifying.
I never been on it. I've only the closest I've gone is the backlot tour in Universal Hollywood. But yeah,
It was so good.
Yeah, it's a really good one. It's super scary. You never know what's gonna where it's coming up or what it is, and especially it's pretty big robot. Pretty impressive, honestly, thinking back. But as a kid, super spooky. Nothing scarier than a shark.
Well, not only that, it's also how they tell the story. Because you're on this boat with a skipper, and then you're going out into Amity, which is all nice, and then you get this distress signal over the radio saying, help, help, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, oh, what's wrong? Then you turn the corner, and then you see a boat sinking. Not only just a boat, but the same boat you're currently on. And then you see the shark. Like, you see the fin going up, and then the skipper's like, oh, you know it's a good idea. Let's go into the dark little shack over there. That's one way in, one way out. So then you go inside, they close the doors, and it's just darkness. It was very spooky. I give that to you, Logan. It was a pretty spooky ride in the daylight. That's another thing. It was all outdoors. I would hate to do it at night, but yeah. No, that was a good choice. I like that. You know what? Cheers to that. I added a clinking sound of glasses. So that's a new sound effect we have now is cheers to that. I like that. That's good.
That was my third top three, one top spookiest, but my third.
Blah bling. I'll add a sound where it sounds like it's up on a board. Blah bling.
Thank you. A lot of sounds.
my turn. So my third spookiest attraction, which I'm a little salty about because before we started recording, somebody said that it doesn't count, but I still think it counts, and I'm going to tell you why. My third spookiest attraction is Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, specifically Monsters After Dark. And
Okay.
I will say that because, well, one, it's specifically for Halloween, so that automatically makes it spooky. And I also watched a ride-through to kind of like jog my memory of what it's like. It's kind of scary. Like, it's still a good time. It's still fun. But the preface of everything is kind of, there's a lot of anticipation build, you know? And it's kind of like, what is going on? So for those who know, they know. But for those who don't know, the overlay takes place after Mission Breakout. And the premise is that Rocket went back to the Collector because they forgot Groot. When they all escaped, but there was not an infiltration, what is it called,
Break in?
yeah, I guess a break-in or something like that.
Oh, break in.
Yeah, well, basically, like, the entire fortress has been overrun by these monsters, and it's actually kind of, I don't know, I was watching it and I was getting a little tense because they're like, you don't know what's going on. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen or like what you're gonna see. It's kind of funny because he's, instead of telling you to put your hands up for the scanner, he says wave and make yourself look delicious to distract the monsters. So there is some humor there too. But it's pretty intense. Dustin, I know you've been on it because you mentioned it before.
Yeah. So I actually have a funny story about Monsters After Dark. The first time I rode it, It was, during Halloween season, and I rode it during the day, and it was normal. And then one of the cast members said, hey, come back after a certain time, and then it'll be Monsters After Dark. Rode it, thought it was great, just as good as the day one, So the next time I went to Disneyland, I went with a whole bunch of friends, and we rode Guardians of the Galaxy, Mission Breakout. And then after we got off, we're like, oh, that's so awesome. And I told her, I was like, guys, guess what? After this time, it becomes Monsters After Dark, and it's a completely different ride. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah. So then later that evening, we go back, and I tell them, I'm like, hey, listen, guys, I'm not going to ride it, but you guys ride it, have some fun. So they all went on it. And then when they all came back off, I was just like, how was it? Wasn't it awesome? And they're like, it was the same as it was during the day. I didn't realize that it was only for the Halloween season.
Only for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Embarrassing.
Super embarrassing.
Yeah. They said it was still fun.
I think that that's really fun too because it's not party exclusive, which is nice. Talking about Oogie Boogie Bash, but also the fact that it switches from Mission Breakout to Monsters Over Dark in the afternoon instead of having it like all day. I love that idea. Other fun facts. I just looked up fun facts for the attractions that I just wanted to share. In the queue, you can see the ghost of Yondu, which is Quill's adoptive dad. I have never seen this personally, but apparently that is a confirmed fact.
Spooky.
So that's fun. There's always ghosts are fun. Another fun fact is that they do change the queue a little bit, and I do remember this, which is the only reason I wanted to bring it up. They have Cosmo, the space dog, in the queue.
Yeah.
And when I went with your wife, I noticed that the dog wasn't there, and I was like, that's weird. I was like, I guess maybe something's wrong with apparently that's intentional, because I guess at the end of Mission Breakout, Cosmo escapes, and since this takes place after, they have like a sign up and something saying like, under whatever, like, no,
Wait. You said apparently that's on purpose?
It
what
is on
did you
purpose.
think?
I thought that something was wrong with the dog.
Just ran away.
Yeah, I thought there was just something was wrong with the dog, and they had to cover it up for some reason, like temporarily.
goodness.
There's something wrong with the animatronic that only like shakes his tail slightly and tilts his head slightly.
It happens. I love that animatronic. I love Cosmo.
I do too. It's very cute.
That's cute. Sounds cool.
Yeah, that's the extent of my fun facts. But I really like that overlay, and that is on my top 3 because it's one of my favorite rides to ride.
I guess the oldest can go now.
All right, so now it's my turn. My third in my top 3 is one that is a classic and actually ties into Nate's, which is the original OG Tower of Terror, Twilight Zone, or Twilight Zone Tower of Terror.
A classic.
Yeah, it's classic spooky. I find it spookier than Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion, I think, has spookiness to it, but it also has a bunch of levity to it. Whereas Tower of Terror is just straight through spooky. There's not really much comedy in it. I just love it. I love Tower of Terror. I love the theme of Tower of Terror.
That was on my honorable mentions. I didn't put it on my own list because I've never been on the Tower of Terror. And
I didn't know you'd never been on it.
I never have. No.
We said it in the last episode, and he blamed you.
Yeah, I still do.
Yeah, but I didn't know he'd never been on it. I thought he was at some point.
If I haven't been on it with you, I haven't been on it at all. Except for
That's not true.
Monsters After Dark and
Yeah,
Velocicoaster. To me, I think that's like the spookiest ride of all. I'm surprised it's number 3 on your list. I thought it would be number 1.
I feel like it's too easy.
Yeah, if I was going just objectively spookiest, it probably would have made it to number 1, but these are more personal kind of things.
He said, I'm going to make it personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it personal. Now with Tower of Terror was one of those rides where when we were younger, or when I was younger, it was so overbearing with the creepy and spookiness that I could never bring myself around to getting on it. So even just the facade itself, just to me, was just like, this is too much.
And there wasn't much that topped it in the sense of like thrill, spooky rides.
Right. And there is something also to be said about waiting in line and about to ride Tower of Terror versus Guardians. When I wait in line for Tower of Terror, I get knots in my stomach. Like, I don't like the feeling of free falling.
He's a scaredy cat.
Well, a little bit, but I like the rides. But when I'm waiting in line for Guardians, there's a little bit of excitement, whereas with Tower of Terror, there's a little bit of terror. And I'm just like, oh no, what's going to happen? But Tower of Terror, I had the immense pleasure when I worked in the parks of being able to do the backstage tour of Tower of Terror, not only once, but twice. And well, I can say hands down, out of all the backstage tours I did, that one was the best. The people knew what they were talking about. They had it all mapped out. You got to see almost every single part of the attraction. It was just really good. Do I call myself an expert? Not quite, but I'm getting there. When does this ride take place?
1963.
Okay, we got 1953.
I said 63.
1963. Nate?
I don't know. In the 50s?
All right, it actually takes place in 1939, but what day?
Oh, October 31st?
Okay, Logan.
13th.
Friday the 13th
Yeah.
at some point? All right, the answer is October 31st. It is a Halloween party.
Let's go.
And you can tell that in I'm pretty sure it's the window of the gift shop. There is a pumpkin, and then it says something about Halloween.
Even spookier.
This ride maybe didn't start the trend, but was definitely one of the leaders in a trend that Disney had when it came to rides. Do you know what that trend was?
More adult rides?
No.
More thrilling rides?
No.
Wait, what was the question?
That Tower of Terror maybe didn't start the trend rolling, but it was definitely one of the earliest contributors to this trend that Disney started to do with other rides.
Pre-shows.
No.
Photos on rides.
What?
Photos.
No.
Uh,
I'll give you a hint. Other rides that have done this, or attractions, would be Country Bears, Pirates of the Caribbean, Jungle Cruise,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Haunted Mansion.
Cobwebs?
Monologuing?
No. No. Pirates did it 5 times. Mansion did it twice. Country Bears did it once.
Updates?
Jungle Cruise did it once.
Updates to the ride?
Nope.
I don't
They
know.
actually announced that Jungle Cruise might be having a second one. And The Rock will be returning.
Movies!
Movies! There it is! That was one of the
movies.
earliest rides to be turned into a movie. It was a TV movie.
Yeah.
But it starred Steve Guttenberg and Kirsten Dunst. So that was cool.
I remember
Kirsten.
watching that as a kid.
Well, that's all I have for Tower of Terror. And like I said, if I was going objective, it would be at the top of the list. But I got other ones.
All right. Speaking of that list, number 2 of the spooky attractions. All right. Mine. Did you just read
No,
it?
I didn't read it. I did see one of them on your list, but maybe it's
ones?
this one. I don't know. Well,
Was it the middle
It's a
one?
list of 3.
Just go for it.
Well, I was going to make you guess again.
Well, I don't know which one you're talking about.
This one is a dark ride.
Okay, it's not the one I was thinking of.
Oh, it's a dark ride.
Yeah.
What's your definition of dark ride?
The same as Disney.
So is it like
An enclosed
so
space?
technically Indiana Jones and Rise of the Resistance are dark rides. Are we talking that?
It's
I mean,
true.
that's fine.
Okay, we're talking that complicated.
It's not complicated.
Is it dinosaur?
No, it's not. Technically a kid's ride.
It's probably one of the classics.
It is a classic.
I'm gonna go through all my honorable mentions, and then I'm not gonna have anything to say later.
Oh, I know what it is. It's Snow White's Scary Journey.
It is not.
Mr. Toad.
Yeah.
That's on my honorable mentions too.
It's Mr. Toad, that little amphibian.
What's so scary about Mr. Toad?
The hell scene is
Just about
traumatizing.
every scene. Like it's so jarring, and everything is super tight. Like you were so close to everything, and then the hell scene and everything. It's just intense, especially if you're little. Which I did not see it when I was a youngin'. The first time I saw it, because this one is only in California.
It was in Magic Kingdom while you were still alive.
Oh, what did it close for?
Why did I say
Why did
still
you say
alive
still? Yeah,
when you were born?
because I'm dead now. Because this is a spooky
ghost.
episode.
Oh my.
I forget when it closed.
The ride closed on September 7th, 1998. So Logan, you would have been 1 year old.
He was alive.
So maybe
I
you
was still
don't remember.
Still alive.
You were
though.
still alive.
That's good.
But the cool thing about the Disney World one as opposed to the Disneyland is that the Disney World one actually had 2 separate tracks. So depending on which door you went through at the beginning was the track that you went through, and there were different scenes. So
that's cool.
That
and
is
none
really
of them
cool.
ended in hell.
Oh,
So that is
Sad.
uniquely Disneyland.
But it closed for something, right? What was it?
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, yeah. It was Pooh.
I was considering putting poo on it because the
Oh, when he like starts tripping? Yeah.
the half-lump
That's
scenes.
a weird scene.
But I decided against it because I think this one I was between Toad and Snow White. But I think this one's more spooky.
I agree. The hell scene is really scary, and also I like the heat. The heat in the hell scene really brings you into the feeling.
And even just the art style of like the characters and like the judge like pointing and everything, like it's just so intense.
Guilty. Thank you. That is all.
A lot of swinging
jarring.
around and stuff.
I agree. But unlike Snow White and the other ones, that one is cool because you can drive the car.
I mean, yeah, you could.
But that is my number 2 because it is pretty spooky. Spooky.
Is that how we're saying it now? Instead
Yeah.
of like spooky.
Well, I'm trying to
spooky.
mix it up. All right.
My second one is also a dark ride.
Is it Snow White?
It's not Snow White.
Is it dinosaur?
It's not Dinosaur. It's not in Disney World.
Universal?
Well, it is in Disney World, but I'm specifically talking about Disneyland.
I meant, is it Disney? Is what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah, it's Disney.
Okay, Disneyland.
Is it Indy?
No, it's not indie, and I guess some could
Oh my
argue this
gosh.
does not fit into the category either, but I still wanted to consider it. It is.
Is it the spinning wheel of death?
Oh my god, no, that's a good one, but no.
That is a really good one. I was just
yeah, but that's
thinking
not
about that.
spooky. That's
It's
the,
very
which one?
it's terrifying.
He's talking about the Ferris wheel, the fun one. No, it's
It is not fun.
It's the Haunted Mansion Nightmare Before Christmas overlay.
Oh,
Okay.
It had to make it on the list.
You think that's spookier than just Haunted Mansion?
Well, this list is subjective, and I knew the Haunted Mansion had to be on the list as the spookiest. Well, as one of the spookiest, but the overlay is just my all-time favorite, so I wanted to particularly point that one out. If it was objective, it would probably just be regular Haunted Mansion without the overlay, because I think the overlay makes it fun. But I love this ride. I love this overlay. And I think the impressiveness of it all makes it deserving of the number 2 spot.
Yeah, it is. It is very, very awesome. I love that one so much.
I love an overlay. 2 out of my top 3 are overlays.
I like it too. Fun fact about that overlay is that all the overlay animatronics are actually done by a third party.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's Garner Holt.
Now that is fun.
That's a fun fact.
But if you visit their website, you can see all the stuff they do. So they work pretty close with Disney.
They did a great job. 10 out of 10 for them. That's really cool.
For our listeners who don't know, the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay happens in Disneyland every Halloween season. They close the ride down for 2 weeks, and they completely redo it with the Nightmare Before Christmas theming throughout the entire ride. They have different animatronics, different decorations, and they also have a special gingerbread house in the ballroom scene that is different every year. I think it's got to be the most impressive overlays I've seen. Mm-hmm. It's like a whole new ride.
A whole new ride.
Love it.
And turning it over to the grandpa.
So my number 2 out of 3, second middling spooky, is one that I don't think you guys will guess.
Try us.
It is an overlay. Good luck.
It's an overlay. Is it Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor?
You got it. Nailed it. No, it's not.
Oh, I was going to say, we just talked about that.
Yeah.
An overlay in...
I only know of a couple overlay. I know that Space Mountain has an overlay, which I learned about recently.
Hyperspace Mountain?
No. The Ghost one.
Is it that?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Good thing I asked.
Full disclosure, I don't like this overlay.
Why is it on your list?
Because it's creepy. So it's
No,
okay. So
no, it has to be spooky.
it is spooky. So for Hyperspace Mountain, they fitted the whole thing to have screens so that you could see the Millennium Falcon and the TIE fighters and all that. Well, with this one, they decided to make it, I don't know, very weird. It's so off-putting. There's nothing really to it. It's just a creepy space face. And then the animation's not super great, but it's just all creepy. Which, I mean, if that's what they're going for, great. But there's no, like I said, there's no real theme to it. It's just like this face pops up every so often. And there's like kind of some scary music happening.
Now, this is not the same overlay that they have now, is it? For Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party?
No.
Okay.
That one, I'm pretty sure they just turned off all the lights because
they just make it
the
darker.
one in Magic Kingdom doesn't have screens. And I recommend watching a video of it. It's not, like I said, it's not my favorite. I don't think it adds anything to it, but it's just so creepy and spooky and off-putting. I think it's more off-putting than it is, spooky. But yeah, no, that's all I really care to talk about this overlay. I don't
You put it as number 2 to say that you don't like it?
No, it's spooky. I think it's spookier. I think it's spooky and creepier than Tower of Terror.
I mean, if I was a kid and I saw that on the outside, I think I'd be pretty spooked out.
I mean, it is spooky.
like
it looks spooky.
And then the what is it? While you're going up the chain lift, they have a giant video of it like coming and like trying to grab you as you're inching toward it.
Yeah, I like that. That's spooky. Where is this again?
This is in Disneyland. So I don't know if they're going to do it this year, but yeah, no, that's my number 2. Yeah, it is very weird. So that was round 2. Now for the final round.
Okay. Well, mine is I'm about to shake the table. People are about to be mad.
Just don't. You're going to peek the mic.
This one is personally a very, very spooky ride for me, and I think it's acceptable. Guess.
I looked at your phone, so I know what it is.
It's Dustin's favorite ride.
Is it Disney or Universal?
Disney.
Everest.
Yep.
Hey, that one is spooky.
It is very
That's good.
spooky. And the tension and the build up of everything, and then going up, and then they decided to just destroy half the track, and then you have to go all the way back, and the most intense centripetal force I've ever felt. Swear I'm flipping. Absolutely horrifying. And you see a huge Yeti.
I was surprised when I looked on your phone and I saw that, because I was like, that's thrilling. Like, it is scary to that extent. But I did remember that entire inside scene when you're in the dark and the Yeti.
And one thing to point out is that, Logan, your first and third one, very similar in storytelling techniques. Where in both of them, you think everything's fine, and then you go around the corner and then see something horrible happen, and then you run into a monster more than once. Very interesting.
Yeah. but at least you don't almost feel like you're gonna pass out and scream until you can't scream anymore, and all the tears in your eyes dry because you're going so fast, and then your stomach feels weird and you can't really walk after, and then you have a hard time catching your breath, and maybe sometimes at some point you might have passed out, and then you get to finally breathe again when the ride stops.
You're talking about Mr. Toad?
Yep.
It's very ominous.
Oh, ominous. That's a good word. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's very ominous because there's like no dialogue, and you're kind of just going on this weird journey with all these like whistling sounds and stuff, not really knowing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of yelling or growling, I guess. I would also argue that you could make the case for Matterhorn as well.
Yeah.
You could say that one's pretty spooky with the Yeti that pops up everywhere. And also the broken bobsled there too.
And the
when you
whiplash.
go around that one corner. And the whiplash, yeah. And the disconnected
vertebrae.
Yeah. So I have to give my obligatory prediction every time we talk about Everest, which is I believe that after Dinoland has been changed, that we will get a fixed Yeti.
I don't think that's gonna happen unless they figure out a way to do it cheaply.
Why when Dino goes away?
Because they're going to have to at least get the Yeti out, they'll have to do a whole bunch of construction and basically take down half the mountain. So I think it would be silly. Well, I think it would be silly for them to take down one of their biggest rides without something else to offset it. But also because they built that whole construction thing in the back, why not just piggyback off of that and then use that construction site to fix it?
So you want them to down both of their two big rides at the same time?
No. I'm saying when Indy opens and then the Encanto thing opens, then that's two rides to offset another big ride. I think it'll work.
Yeah, unless they're planning to do like some sort of refurbishment or something, I don't think they're gonna do anything.
It's way more than a refurbishment, though.
But think about it too. When did Expedition Everest open?
I'm gonna guess 2016.
No, not 2016.
Expedition Everest opened in 2006.
Has it really been that old?
Yeah, it's a pretty old attraction now. It holds up.
Now I ask
It
you,
holds up.
what model of animatronic did we have back then? I can tell you it's not whatever they have now, right? The Shaman animatronic has a lot smaller servos and, everything else. Everything is now more fine-tuned and smaller.
What is a servo?
Listen, I don't know what any of this stuff is.
Oh, well, okay. So without going too far into it, animatronics used to be pneumatic, where it would either work through liquid or air, like hydraulics.
What?
Yeah, with tubes. Yeah. But now they've managed to get these motors that basically just did small movements of rotations to so small that they can put it within the body. That's why the Shaman moves so well. And that's why all those things. But what I'm saying is that when they built the Yeti, they had to use, if I remember correctly, what is it called? Jet engine technology to make it move just because of the size of it. But what I'm saying is, I think we have the technology that if they were to take it out, they could build something a lot more efficient that goes in there, and that would shake the foundation a little less. So
or not at all, preferably.
Correct. But I have faith in that.
I have faith that they can do that, but I don't have faith that they will.
Yeah, that's true. But Joe Rohde's back. And Joe Rohde did say multiple times he promises to fix the Yeti. So the Yeti's motion has been described as it looks like it's looking away. Back when it moved, it looks like it's looking away. Then as you come down the mountain, it quickly turns, looks right at the car,
cool.
Yells, and then as it goes underneath, it swipes.
Oh, I got chills.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. So I have faith. I'm 100% rooting for it. And you know what? Cheers, guys. Cheers. This was a good one.
Cheers.
Oh, Nathaniel.
What? My
What
turn?
do you mean? Yeah, you're number one.
Yay. Okay, my number one. I have a feeling that this number one's the same as Dustin's, but also none of us have repeated yet, so maybe not.
That's true. Look at that.
Yeah. Can anyone guess my number one?
Are you gonna give a hint?
I guess I could. It is a dark ride.
Is it dinosaur?
It's not dinosaur.
Is it Disney?
It's not Disney. That's
So
probably
it's
the biggest
Universal.
hint. Yeah.
Do I already know it?
Yeah.
Is it still there? Or is
Yeah,
it gone?
it's still there. Here's a hint. It was voted the best theme park ride for many, 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 many years.
Oh my gosh, it's Revenge of the Mummy.
Oh, yeah.
It's Revenge of the Mummy!
All right, well, I'm gonna save everybody a trip and say that was also my top.
Yeah, I
So you are
figured.
correct.
I figure. It's such a good ride. It's so
Y'all are so
good.
predictable.
And I think it's the only spooky ride I have on my list that's universal.
I don't know. I don't even know if Mummy, to me, I would just call Mummy scary.
No, I would call this spooky.
I don't even think there's spook to it. I think it's just, it is designed and intended to scare you.
No, I think it's so creepy.
Yeah, to
It makes
scare
your
you.
it makes your skin crawl and it gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, that's fear.
Yeah, but that's the same thing as Tower of Terror. I mean, the Mummy is a horror icon. So if you're gonna go with scary, that's one of them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's what I'm saying. We're saying spooky.
Yeah, it's spooky.
No, I think it's scary. It's next level spook.
Digging your nails into the safety rail, you'll hold on tight as you rush forwards and backwards on the track, fleeing from evil Monty Imhotep. Just as it seems you might have escaped, you'll plunge straight down into a pitch black abyss with no end in sight. Will you ever see a daylight again? Or will you remain sealed inside the tomb forever?
Not even the Magi can save you now.
A couple highlights of that scene. I like the scene with the ride operator who gets attacked by the scarabs. That's pretty spooky.
Ride operator.
I love
operator.
my all-time favorite part of this ride is the fire. I remember going on it and I was like, what is going on? I've never been on a ride, especially a dark ride, where they just fill the room with fire. That's like the most like that deserves like
Ring
a
of
lot on its
Fire.
own. Yeah.
Because it's scary.
It is scary and it's hot.
The outside of this ride looks like a museum. Not foreboding, nothing scary about it.
I have a fun fact about the outside of the ride. The tall ancient door prop located near the attraction entrance was actually used in the filming for The Mummy.
Yeah, Logan's told this story before, but it all traces back to when I was younger. Our sisters and mother rode the ride, come off horrified, swore they're never going to do it again. They said it was so scary. Said somebody died on the ride. It's just all this scary, not really, but in my young mind, you put one and one together.
It was scarring.
Yeah. And then you get into the queue, which, here's the thing. If the queue was ever long enough, or if the line was ever long enough that you could actually watch the videos, then I feel like it would be less scary because the video is actually really funny. You learn the premise of the ride, which is they decided to film the sequel of The Mummy on location in this, this ancient tomb.
Of Imhotep.
And that everybody has to wear the necklace of the Magi to keep them safe. But Brendan Fraser, playing a comical version of himself, is a stuck-up actor who doesn't want to wear it, and then basically has this intern go and get him a cup of coffee. That's the intern that you see at the beginning of the ride, wrapped up like a mummy, wearing the red hat, going, "The curse, it's real!" And then the mummy comes out and sucks out his soul. And that is why at the end of the ride, you get Brendan Fraser saying, "I just want my cup of coffee," and before he is attacked. That's funny. But the thing is that the ride is never long enough for you. I mean, the line is never long enough for you to see it. So what you see is basically just this excavation site that is very dark. And I think just leading up to it, I think it's fantastically themed, but I do think it's creepy. And knowing from the history with my sisters, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so creepy. And yeah, you get on. The roller coaster part is fun, but all the other stuff is creepy. And like I said, The Mummy is a horror film, so it's going to be spooky.
Good film.
Great film.
It is a great film. It is a great film. I agree.
They also had so much to work with. It's like such a great top or oh gosh, not genre, like a great story, like The Mummy and like just like ancient Egypt in general being like the focus. You have so much to work with, and they executed so well.
The queue is really good. My least favorite part of the ride, I think, is the actual coaster part after you get that initial, I think what is it, like you drop or something. And then it kind of just turns into rock and roller coasters with a bunch of neon signs everywhere. But everything leading up to that, I think is
that is a
well
little
done.
weird.
I always forget about that part, and every time I'm on the ride, I was like, oh, okay.
It's like the scary part's over. Yay!
Yeah.
That actually, I think, works kind of because then it sells the whole fake ending that like, oh, this is the ride part. And then you pull into the thing and you're like, oh, it's done. And then it goes, nope. And then you continue.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of the ride?
Where do I start? I like the Emotep animatronic. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just the way it moves. I think it's so fluid yet so creepy. I love the whole thing. I honestly love that ride so much. It's so good. It's also spooky.
Scary.
Have you ever been on the one in Hollywood?
I have.
Not as good.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's very bad. You go down the track one way, and then you go down another track backwards, and then you're done.
They don't have a lot of space there.
They don't, but they shouldn't have tried. They should have just been like, we'll leave that to the other side. But, all right, you want to do the honorable mentions?
Now, let's do some honorable mentions. I'll go first. I don't have any. No, I think, well, I did one already. The Winnie the Pooh scene with the Half-Lumps.
I think most of mine we already mentioned, but one of mine that we haven't mentioned is the Pleasure Island scene in Pinocchio. I think is terrifying. Is it called Pleasure Island?
Yes,
with the kids as donkeys. That's pretty
Yes.
terrifying. I think I've only seen Pinocchio once as a kid, and that was enough.
Yeah, it is really scary. I think I also mix up the Pinocchio with Mr. Toad because I feel like the art style and some of the scenes are pretty similar, but they are pretty scary.
The other honorable mention is Snow White's Scary Adventures. Need I say
It's
more?
in the name. It's in the name.
The trees scene is terrifying. But I do love that ride. I think it's really fun. The other ones I have are Mr. Toad's house scene, which we've already spoke about.
Yes.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea at Tokyo Disney Sea, because it's just eerie and has some pretty scary animatronics. And then Dinosaur. I personally don't find Dinosaur scary, but I know a lot of people do. So that's an honorable mention.
I also put Dinosaur on my honorable mention, especially the beginning.
Speaking of dinosaurs, some of the scenes in the old Ellen ride were a little spooky.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I just put down all Fantasyland dark rides because I find them all have a hint of creepiness to it. Not so much Alice. I think Alice is pretty straightforward.
I was literally about to say, oh yeah, Alice is a little, but it's not too bad.
Personally, I think Pinocchio is the worst, especially with those scenes because you got the giant whale, you got Jiminy Cricket yelling the whole time, like "Look out!" And you're just like, okay, until the end with the blue fairy. The rest of it's a nightmare. I put Extraterrestrial, which I personally never rode, but I know it had to be up here as an honorable mention. Going over seas for a moment, Phantom Manor. I've never ridden it. My wife has. She says that it's super scary, so I figured I'd throw that in there. Forbidden Journey. The soul-sucking scene.
Yeah.
I think
The Death Eaters
is pretty creepy. The Death Eaters. There you go. Confrontation.
I was sorry, not the Death Eaters. Oh my god. Please strip my Harry Potter status away.
It's gone.
The Dementors.
It's the Dementors. I can't believe I said the Death Eaters. I'm so sorry,
Well,
everybody.
guys, this is the last episode of Parkgoers Go. I mean, I don't know how we can go past this. No. Confrontation The original King Kong ride I thought was kind of creepy, especially when you couldn't see the gorilla and the just blinding lights with the helicopter and the explosions. We already said dinosaur. I do think the beginning is creepy, especially the one dinosaur, or spooky, especially the one dinosaur eating the other dinosaur. Just how dark it is, and you always know something's around the corner. I did put the original 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, just because of how drawn out it was, and then you go deeper and it gets darker, and then you see the giant squid eating the other, I guess, submarine that's there, and you're like, oh, that is a little spooky. To be honest, a lot of the older rides that had animatronics on it were kind of spooky. I know that wasn't really the point, like they weren't trying to be spooky, but there is something spooky about being on a slow moving ride with animatronics. When it comes to scenes, the alien scene from Great Movie Ride, very spooky. The tiger in the temple at Jungle Cruise is pretty spooky.
That's true.
The queue to E.T. I love,
I don't think it's
but
spooky.
it is a little spooky.
I think
it's a little spooky.
mystical.
It's a little spooky.
I could buy into it, but
I mean,
don't know.
the scene when they're on the planet is a little terrifying, but
I mean, Botanicus is a little spooky.
Did you already say any parts of the scenes in Indiana Jones?
Indiana Jones is also spooky.
Yeah. But I will give my last honorable mention to this. I don't know what it's actually called, but online they call it Phantom Cruise Line. It is in Disneyland Paris. It was there for 1 year. And what it did was that it was in front of the Mark Twain riverboat, and it looks like
It looks like
I don't know.
What
It
is
looks
that?
like something that you
What's that guy in the Greek mythology that like take you across the river Styx?
Hades.
No, not Hades. The guy
Oh,
who
not
takes
Hades?
you there.
I don't know, but it looked kind of like a Grim Reaper,
Yeah, that's
but just like
terrible.
floating in the water.
That's really cool.
I have another honorable mention. I think this is the only one that I remember going as a kid and maybe crying. Was A Bug's Life. That's a spooky
good one.
ride.
You
That
know,
is-
cheers to that. Cheers.
The crawling, the ickiness, the sounds, the feeling. That is the most terrifying ride I've ever been on.
That was pretty comprehensive.
Yeah, it was pretty comprehensive. I think we covered all of them. Did we miss any? Let us know.
And that's all we have for this start of spooky season episodes from Parkgoers Go. And we will see you at the spooky part.